Honey, you're gonna have to fix my lamp.
Huh? Sorry?
Alrighty. Hello, hello, hello. All right, let me move this. Working on this. Hi, Carla. Hello, Tammy. Welcome. All right. So the only smaller rings I could find were blue, and they just don't fit the color. So I had to order some new ones. So we're stuck with these gigantic ones until we get the new ones in. Because yeah, this just does not fit our color scheme. So I have some journaling cards. I thought we'd get these cut and done and, purdied up. So let's see. See who's in the room. All right, we have Carla, we have Tammy. Miss Cat is here. Hello, darling. Sabrina, hi. How are you, sweetheart? Nice to see you. I'm just going to get these kind of cut out of here. Oh, get them more perfect. With the scissors.
I'm sorry, you said your name was Zach.
So what is everybody doing today?
Oh, SH. I'm so sorry. I'm sure I heard you right. So check, this is my.
Of course, Miss Amy is in the house. So, Carla, you have to remember to ask me about the Goodwill on Tuesday. It's totally inappropriate for a daytime stream. A sewing box, munching on a salad. Oh my God, Sassy, no. A journal? How did that happen, honey? How did they get you on the journal train? I'm almost scared to think of what a journal would look like from you, Sass. Okay, Sassy, just so you know, they actually use lace and not underwear on the cover. Just so you're aware.
Oh, okay. All right.
Very cool. I love you, Curly. Okay, Sassy, fantastic. I want to see it when it's done, okay? Sorry, I just was reading the Facebook. I know, bad me. I'm supposed to be here and not there, but
I do not have.
I was having a conversation earlier. Okay, so I can't tell you guys about Goodwill, but I can tell you the other thing that happened to me because the best stuff happens to me on Scavenger. So yesterday is my, Wednesday is my Scavenger day because Hubbard's working from home now, but that's his day off. And so I get to go Scavenger on Wednesdays, which is okay because there's not a lot of people in the thrift stores and they put out the stuff from Tuesday morning. So I go yesterday. My son had to go to the bank because he's a man now, so he had to go get his daddy taken off his bank account. And so I dropped them off at the bank because you have to have an appointment to get to the bank.
It's all grown up now.
He's all he's a big boy now. And I figured I'd go to the Dollar Tree that was right across the street because I didn't want to sit outside in 108 degrees in the car and wait. Carla says, "Hi, Hubbard."
Hey, Carla.
So I go into this Dollar Tree, and right inside the entrance, they have like this artificial flower display. Cool. Except that the minute I walk into this room, my senses are just absolutely, totally assaulted by the smell of Aquavella. There is this guy in there that just reeks of Aquavella. And so I'm like, I just want to get past him. The whole entry to the store reeks of Aquavella. He's got the VO5 slicked back hair, the whole 9 yards, okay?
Online right now.
So I go rushing into the store, trying to get away from the stench, only to discover there are no carts. Well, now I have to go back out there because I have to get a cart. So I go outside to get a cart. I come back in. Once again, I am assaulted by the smell of Aquavella and the V8. Whatever, VO5. That's the crap that they wear. Come on, cut off of it.
All right. Thank you so much for.
So I go back into the store. Well, he's no longer in the vestibule. He has actually entered the store. And I go into the store, and he's on one side of this thing, and he's heading down the aisle. So I rush to get in front of him. He made a comment about me, rushing ahead of him. So I just could not help myself because I don't have a filter. So I just turned around and popped off with, comments about not wanting to be in the waft of his stench. That I shouldn't have to be assaulted by it. Because what is it about men that wear Aquavella? They feel they must bathe in it. Amy actually had a good graphic for it. She was just like, they just stand there and just shower in that crap. And it's the same guy. We all know him, right? This guy is like literally in one of those the Mexican shirts with the little pleats, pinstripe pleats down the front that have like the square bottoms and they have the pocket and the buttons and that was him. That was the guy. The only thing missing, as Amy pointed out, was the gold chain. He didn't have a gold chain on. That was literally about it. He had the slick back hair and everything. So we ran into each other a few times in the store, and then I go up to the register where everybody's supposed to be, 6 feet apart. And there's a couple of people between me and him, and there's some people behind me, and there's some people between him and the register. And the guy ahead of him puts his stuff up and starts to walk forward. And this guy rushes up and puts his stuff on. And the guy ahead of him wasn't even gone yet. So he was like crowding him in. And the guy was like looking the other way and making that face, you know, that, oh my God, what is that smell face? Yeah. So we exchanged a few more words. I made friends with the lady in the line. And we were going outside. And he was out there and he was unwrapping the pack of cigarettes, standing 2 feet from a trash can, throwing the wrappers on the floor. And I made a very loud comment about social distancing doesn't mean distance from the trash can. Put your trash in the trash can. And he like gave me the whole, what is your problem, lady? Blah, 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 blah. And as this old lady came out of the store, I think I said something about, at least I don't smell like a French hooker's twat. And this old lady who was in her 80s, like late 70s or 80s, dropped her bag. She laughed so hard. French hooker's twat. Oh my God, I'm going to use that. Needless to say, I left the parking lot, went across the street to the bank. And who shows up but Aquavelva man to go into the bank to get some papers notarized or something. And he almost made it till the guy who actually was supposed to be there for that service showed up. But yeah, and then the guy turns around and sees me sitting in the parking lot. I was very pleased with myself. Hi, JD. Hey, JD, how you doing? Gene Peters in the room. Mike Curley's here. Oh yeah, I was in rare form yesterday. And then we had a situation at Goodwill, and I can't tell you guys about that, so you'll have to wait till Tuesday. But Carla, you got to remember to ask me about Goodwill on Tuesday night, because that is definitely not daytime viewing. Hold on, more off of there. Oh God, oh, he reeked. It was gross. I just cannot stand a man who thinks that aftershave is like the condiment at an ice cream sundae bar. Just pile it on. Why do they do that? Ding, 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 ding. Doesn't people know they're not supposed to talk to me after 3 o'clock on a Thursday? All right, so we get all these corners around it, and then we'll ink all this stuff up. We'll shove them in the pockets. Yeah, we'll just shove them. Then I have to figure out what to do on the front of this thing. Probably try to, yeah, you're right. Probably trying to cover another odor. But Amy's like, they just have it hooked up to a vat and they just go home and shower in it. He literally, I'm serious. Like the plain colored Mexican style dress shirt with the short sleeves and the pinstripe, you know, they're pin tucks up the front of it. And the slicked back hair. The guy could not have screamed "Retired Vegas" any louder. The only thing missing was the giant gold chain. You should have had a license plate that says, "I want to be a mobster." It was horrible. And it's the last thing you think you're going to smell when you walk into a store. And you're like, ugh! I am making a mess. Making a mess. Having a bad hand day, guys. We're going easy and gentle on my hands today. My carpal tunnel is killing me. And done. Okay. Corners are rounded. Never retired in Vegas. Oh. You ever a creepy guy and then they hired stinky guy? I know. Where did you find these people? I go to a geriatric doctor. Most of the little old ladies and men pour colognes on. I sigh and turn around and say, the water shortage is over. Take a bath. Quit drowning your BO in colognes. Yeah, tell the receptionist I'll be in the hall. We actually, the last job I had, I worked with a girl, a young lady. And she was, and I can say this because I'm a fat person, she was morbidly obese. And she pretty much wore the same clothes just about every day. Nobody wanted to sit near her.
Hey, John, it's Mike DCSC. How you doing?
Because
All right,
she smelled bad.
Let's see. I've got
like
from
urine and BO.
Tegra, whatever it is.
And somebody thought it would be a brilliant idea to set her next to me.
Right. He's just looking for a dispatching gig.
Now I have an overactive olfactory nerve,
There you go. Thank you.
and I can smell the slightest of smells. And they put her next to me. I swear I was gonna gag. But apparently everybody had gone to like HR and complained about her, and that's why they put her with Make Funny. And because I in my area, I dealt with all the problem children, all the people that couldn't get along, all the people that caused problems or couldn't do their jobs properly. They put them on my station, which we called the Island of Misfit Agents, and I straightened them out and moved them off. And then got another one, moved them up. But they sat her next to me, right next to me. And I went into HR and I was like, can we not? She swore up and down she had a
glandular issue or something?
It was a chemical imbalance. But you could look right at her and tell she never washed her hair. It was always greasy. Her arms had dirt on them. She was just dirty. And she didn't want to take a shower. That was the bottom line. And they eventually ended up, and I don't even know how she could do this, but they eventually set up a desk for her all by herself, an island unto herself. And that's where she had to sit every day. And it was away from other people. And I was like, no amount of money could make me put up with that kind of embarrassment. That they built a cubicle way off, where she had to sit. Take a shower. Yeah. Yes, topic is tuna panties and onion bits. Absolutely. Horrible. Well, I'm sure that Aqua Velva Man just thought that, you know, Aqua Velva was the greatest thing ever and that we should all smell it. But there's only one scent that's worse than Aqua Velva on the planet. Brute.
No, there's that other stuff that smells like diesel fuel.
Oh, yes, that stuff's horrible too. That bod. Oh my God. And I guess some people can wear bod, but other people, not so much. They even make Brute anymore.
What was that stuff that was really popular for the longest time? Even Tyler Ward.
That's the bod.
No, it was called something else.
No, it's bod. It was something by bod.
Yeah, no, it had a name or something.
They all have names.
Right.
They're horrible.
Name is something, but all right. Your car was overdone too.
Yes, that's exactly what you do. You put Vicks under your nose. Not that it helps in any way. It sounds like a great diet. Brenda. B.O. pot Vicks sniffing. Brill cream. Brill cream. Oh my God. Old Spice. Yes. That's another one. Bod body sprays. They're gross. They're disgusting. Axe. That was it. Oh. And like the commercial was like, don't have a time to take a shower? It's okay. Spray Axe. So all of these 20-some-year-old guys thought that, well, I don't have to take a shower after I play basketball all day. Let me just spray on some Axe and I'm good to go. No, you're not. Now you smell like alcohol, diesel fuel, and body odor. Take a shower. That stuff was horrible. I was never so happy as when my son decided he wanted to try some other cologne. Ugh. Yes, Axe was liquid ass. Absolutely. And yes, there is a product called liquid ass. It's Frank. Yep. Find the fragrant, aromatic, essential oil that you enjoy and just put it on the inside of your mask, very little. And be very, very careful with essential oils. There are some that you do not want to sniff directly, things like orange, anything that's acidic. Lemon, orange, anything like that. But like the sage and stuff, you could use those. And I wouldn't put it on the inside of your mask. I'd put it on the outside of your mask so that you're actually breathing it through a filter. Because some of them you don't smell, you waste. Or they will burn your nose.
Or your skin.
Or your skin. If they're real essential oils. If it's just, fragrance oils, you're cool.
Yeah, they cut that stuff.
You guys know I hate this, right?
You want to do it.
Because if I don't craft it, please tell me I'm doing it wrong.
Okay.
I'll get demerits.
So,
Elves
say
isn't
it-
inking her edges. 5 demerits.
Say it's not so.
Oh. My favorite sub shop reopened.
Yay.
We got a Sammy yesterday. I was so happy. All right.
Big thing subs.
Done with one side. Now we have to do the other. FDS. Oh. Cat says, I used to sell Datura. I'm armed and smellyless. Yep. Soap and water worked really good for our grandparents and our great grandparents. It worked for our parents. It worked for us. Guess what? It's going to work for your teenage butt too. But here's the
Ivory for
problem.
regular use and lava if you're working on a car.
Hold on. You shut up. Seriously. Like, people, just take a shower. Just take a freaking shower. And out here, it's really bad. I'm glad that I'm a germaphobe and I don't take public transportation, because I had to get on a bus one time. They were doing an event that my mom had gotten tickets to, and in order to get to the event, you had to park in one place and then take a 20-minute bus ride. And oh my God, my mom was not aware of that. Otherwise, she never would have done it, because I freak out on public transportation. I don't fly, that's why I drive everywhere. Giant germaphobe. Like, no handshaking. My ex-husband, when Alex got married, brought me $20,000 to pay for the catering and all that stuff, and brought it over cash. He walked into my house, put it in one of those lingerie wash bags, threw it in the washing machine, and went, "Money's here. I'm washing it right now." That's how bad I am. I almost never have cash of any kind, and if I do, it's been cleaned. If I do spend cash, like I cash a $20 bill and I get change back, I don't touch the change. People get offended, but I won't do it. Mike grabs my change, Amy grabs my change, somebody else grabs my change. Or I have to wrap it in the receipt. Yep, that's me. I'm a hardcore gangster. I'm laundering money on the spin cycle. A little fabric softener so it smells pretty. I'm a hardcore criminal. I don't really like crowded situations. I cannot be left to my own means in a Walmart. Yep. Don't touch me, man. Weird like that. Don't get me wrong. I have learned that I have to touch people. When I meet somebody new, I have to shake their hand. I'm not like Howie Mandel. Well, we can just fist bump. No. You see me walking up to a crafter. Hey, nice to meet you. We'd injure ourselves. But yes, giant germaphobe. I go in the store now and they're wiping down the carts, and I always try to avoid the one they wipe down. And they're like, I just wiped it down with sanitizer. Yeah, with the same rag you've been using for a month. Thank you. No, I'll get my own and clean it. Oh, yeah. Boob butter cat sock money. Loved it. Actually, here, I don't know if you guys are experiencing this, but right now they say there's a national coin shortage. Not a national coin shortage. The government is washing the money. You're going to see new bills being printed, especially the smaller denominations. You're going to start seeing like fresh supplies of those coming out.
All right. Yeah.
Because they're washing our money right now. They're washing all the coins and disinfecting them. Yep. See, I go to the ATM and I'm serious. I'm like, I will show you how this procedure goes. I go up, I put my card in the machine. Even in the store, I put my card in my machine. I always have my pen in my hand. And I have a pen that has the stylus point on the end, so I can flip it over and press, yes, I want the receipt. And then they always try to hand me the receipt. I go, just put it in the bag. And they pick up the bag, and then I grab it down here. Exactly how that procedure goes. And I live in Vegas, so I know where those bills have been. Okay? I know where those bills have been. I am not touching that. No, no, no. Absolutely, JD. It's a perfectly good idea to do it. I think Q-tips are brilliant. All right, let's see if we've got enough of these things. One to go here. At least one there. We put one over here. That's the same one. There we go. And one over here.
So,
One there. We'll have to put more than one in some pocket. I'm aware. Over here. Oh, cool. That one matches. Over here. Have anything yellow? Yes, I do. Look, there's a yellow one to go in the yellow pocket. Hey, are you a pocket at all? There we go. This one here. Cabbage rose with the cabbage roses. Purple flower, green flower, green flower. That one. Put one in there. Oh, we got purple one. Purple one here.
I like that account. That was fun. Oh yeah, yeah.
And we'll shove one in here. One in here. I may have to make more cards, guys. Yep, gonna have to make more cards. One there. That is okay. It's fully flat.
And which phone is it?
I'll have to make more journaling cards. It's just not enough.
There's four phones listed on the ticket. You're telling me it's just one phone or all of them?
Yeah, I've noticed that. Like now you go into the parking lot and the wind blows and there's like masks and gloves. Every time you see trash blow across the parking lot, there's guaranteed to be a mask or a glove in it. Really, people? Really? This is what we've come to.
I'll check it out and see what's going on. I'll map it out. What I've got to work with.
Okay, I was thinking maybe we could put some paper flowers on this. Maybe. I don't think I want to use any of these though. Let's not use these. Let's look at some of these. Because I have these little birdie ones I just got.
As long as I got it should be fine by now. I got at least something to check. Oh yeah, not a problem.
Build a little cluster of flowers on there.
I'll just go through it and I'll double check everything to see where I'll play right now. Like I said,
I know. Do not flush gloves or masks. The governor here has been actually telling people, like, he's like, do not flush sanitary napkins, gloves, masks, or hand cleansing towelettes. Apparently people have been like, ooh, are you making popcorn? Popcorn is yummy. Oh. Fine. My popcorn takes too many steps. Yeah, it's not their plumbing. It's not my plumbing. It's not my problem. And this one, I got to tell you, if I hear one more kid say this to me, I'm going to throat punch some kid. That sounds like a you problem. A what?
No problem. We'll make this.
That sounds like a you problem. Come here, let me make it your problem. Hey, Sandra. Welcome, Susie. Who needs a full stick of butter?
My arteries do.
Julia Childs. Butter and booze. I know. So I have to do that baby book, and I got these in. I haven't even opened it yet. But it's Peter Rabbit. And I thought that would be cool, right? Oh, I don't have to open it. It's cut. Yeah. But it's Peter Rabbit, so I'm going to put that in the baby book. That's going to be our next book, guys. Our next journal. It's going to be Peter Rabbit. Hello, Arlene. Arlene says butter makes everything better. Butter makes every butt bigger. Right. All right, so I got to put these on here. Hot glue. Hot glue. Like a quarter of a stick. Yeah. Are you making me popcorn? You're so good to me. Giant pain in the ass. I have moved from giant child to giant pain in the ass. Curly, I swear, if you say that to me, I'm gonna throat punch the nearest teenager. I'll miss Mikey.
Come on. I just got off his bank account. I don't know what to do with that $100 he's got saved. Well, I can't get at it now.
Mikey came in today and he was like, "What the?" And he's hollering. And I'm like, "What is he screaming about? What is that boy's problem?" And I walk out there and he's like, "I know these aren't mom." Mike ordered on my Amazon account steel targets for target practice.
Target plates.
And they're metal plates that you shoot at.
Half inch thick.
And they're very thick. And Mikey came home from where he was at and he found them on the porch. So he was being nice and figured he'd bring in mom's crafting supplies. For a minute, I think he may have started to worry that I was going on to welding. All right, so far we're going with a flower cluster. I got to find the right one, but I think we might put something down here. I'm just not sure the color yet. Oh, and you did nice. Thank you, nice lady. She made me popcorn.
I like it all.
I know you don't. Yeah, I know. You love me.
Enjoy your popcorn.
Thank you, Miss Amy. She loves me. It's not my fault. Somebody makes popcorn, you want to eat it. And I just did that to all of you, didn't I? Well, let's be honest. Amy's not at her computer right now. Otherwise, she would have said hello to you. Oh. All right. What am I doing? Oh, I'm looking for this. Not in that jar. Just impaled myself on paper. Could be in here. Take a look in here. No. 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 This has potential. That has potential. That has potential. That has potential. We'll look at those. I don't know where the witch is. Too bland. That's a no. Too green. That's a no. That's possible. Maybe. Let's take a look at this one. There's my Laura. New Jersey's governor's going crazy with the masks right now. All right. Need input. You know what else we could do? We could not go with this at all, and we could go with some knit. And I have to get another jar for that.
Yeah.
Bless you, Hubbard.
Thank you.
We could go with knit. I think I kind of like the knit. What do you guys think? I'm sorry, JD. You come visit me, I'll take you to a couple of different stores. Okay, so far, Arlene likes the knit. What thumbnail? What am I missing? Oh, the paper and the nail. Okay. I'm sorry, JD. I just went and saw it. I saw her thumbnail. It's about a thrift store. Bye, Tuesday morning. All right, I'm going with the knit. All this other stuff we can put away. Back in the jar. I don't care, just get in the jar. All right, I need to put flowers and leaves down. Each one. Man. There's 2 of the 4 closing near Carla. Now I put the flowers on 2 closing. I have to feed that under there. Okay, here we go. And pull over. Look out sideways. Just turn the book, lazy ass. Yeah. A little more snippet. There we go. Okay, got that. I have to de-stash my lace jars again. When my mother passed away, I had to take care of her estate. I was the executor. And sitting at my house one day. This was like a year after she had died. And the phone rang, and I answered the phone, not thinking. I just answered it, and it was DirecTV, and my mom had DirecTV. And when she had passed away, I had called and tried to shut it off as the executor, and they wouldn't let me. So I called back and said that I was her and that I needed to have it turned off, and they turned it off. And they didn't turn it off for like another month and a half. For some reason, like my mom died in March, and it was supposed to be turned off like the 5th or the 6th, but the bill was still accruing through April and May. And so they called up my house because that was my house. My phone number was connected to her. And so they called my house and they asked for her, and I was like, she's deceased. And they were, I was like, is there, something I can help you with? I'm the executor of the estate. And this girl on the other end of the phone, I kind of feel bad for her, but at the time I didn't. She was like, well, we need to get this bill paid. And I was like, okay, well, what is the bill? Well, I really need to speak with Mrs. Smith. I was like, Mrs. Smith is dead. Well, I really can't disclose this to anyone but Mrs. Smith. I am the executor of the estate. Now, I had sent them paperwork with a certified, a notarized copy of the will stating that I was the executor of the estate, and a letter that basically said they were supposed to deal with me. And she was like, well, we need to speak with Mrs. Smith. I was like, okay, what part of this do you not understand? She's dead. Dead as a doornail. Dead as a pushing up daisies. And we went on and on. She's worm food. She's 6 feet under. She's taking a long dirt nap. And my daughter comes in, and at this point, I'm crying and laughing. And my daughter is like, what are you doing? And I was like, they don't seem to understand that she's dead. So my daughter starts throwing these things out. We sat on the phone with this woman for about 15 minutes, just every euphemism for she's dead that we could think of. And in the end, the woman, who you could tell was just absolutely like, oh my God. She goes, could you just maybe send us a copy of the documentation that she's deceased? We'll stop bothering you. But we had fun. Oh, wow. Well, at least the baby's okay. At least your baby's okay. It's the curse of the show. All right, so we have some flowers on here, and we have some lace on here, and we still have all of this void open space. Suggestions? Hey, doesn't anybody hate me today? I have no thumbs down. How's that possible? I had to kick somebody off today. Word, image, yes. I was gonna put a book plate on it curly, but I just thought, that's like what? Another 3 inches, but it doesn't really take up all the rest of it. Thank you, Arlene. All right, let's see. We have these. These would fill up a lot of the space. How about Friends? We could maybe put Friends on there. And cut that out. Let's see what that looks like. You see what sticks? I know. Slurp, slurp, slurpy slurp. Friends? Okay, well, that's the one we're working with. We can do that. JD, who do I look like? Do I look like somebody who piles on lace and crap? And no. What the anti-lacing? I only use it because I don't want to get more demerits with the journal police.
That's why I keep making you more bigger.
All right, it's going to be Friends. Or maybe Memories. Yeah, I'm going to do Memories. Let me get this off of here. Memories all alone in the moonlight. Walking off the now I know what happiness is. All the memory is again. I don't get a curly box. I get a curly pickup. Great. Oh, I got that stupid song stuck in my head. Who's shutties? Who's shutties? What'd I do this time? Okay, I kind of like it. But I do need to make more cards because we don't have enough cards. So we have to add some. Oh. I must be up to something. Carla, what are you supposed to remind me of on Tuesday night? I'm going to check. What are you supposed to remind me? Thank you. Okay. So our things should come in like in the next 2 days. So I can change these rings out. And we put the smaller rings on. And then I do need to make some more journal cards to put in here because, yeah, just aren't enough journal cards in the world. And we have to tie this up. What shall we use to tie it up, ladies?
All right, this is Mike. This is technical support. Which phone did I listen so far? Where is this dispatch? Great. All right, these showed up.
Okay, I don't like the twine.
Okay, yeah, no, I called in to the camera, the line one, and I was hoping to that far. All right, something for me to work on then. Do you know if any one of those phones possibly are in use? Does anyone have them? Yeah.
I don't want to tie up people.
All right, well, yeah, the account executive for Fox got hold of me.
I only use heavy rope when I'm tying up people.
No, that's fine, I understand. Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, I know right now they're routing up just right to you, but I was doing just on one of the roll of mine. Supposed to be assigned to each one of those phones. Trying to lighten your load, you know. All right, still working on it. I may get tricked a few more times. At that point, I'm just looking to see if I can caller ID right. Because it should be representing Panama City at this point. All right, thank you, sir. We'll talk to you soon. All right, bye-bye.
Okay, must read chat.
You got the work done? All right. Somebody have the day work.
Bye, son.
Is that extra curly? Oh my
Come
God.
here.
What is that? 2 foot by 3 foot and a half a foot thick?
Almost as big as me.
Yes, it is.
Amy just got a
it's
box
bigger
that's
than
almost
you.
as big as her, and I haven't heard that from an adult in years. 28 by 22 by 8. Yeah, that's almost Amy.
Like I said. Yeah, like 2 foot by 3 foot by half a foot thick. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Watch the butterflies.
Look, every now and then, we're crafters. Every now and then we need to craft. We just can't craft at the same time. I gave you razor knives for that. Oh, okay. And what did you get, Amy? The Amy got new metal vats for dyeing paper. That's for you. Now go to work. Don't make me chain your ass back up in the garage again. You just earned the right to come in the house. Curly's got Google Foo. She does. You know who else has got Google Foo? Blake. I spent 2.5 hours trying to find that damn stamp set, that Stampin' Up! Stamp set. Couldn't find it. 3 minutes. Here it is. The plumber. Yes. Yes. He's got Google Foo. Yes, Curly, all has arrived in one piece. But it's only the pan, she said. All right, colors, guys. We have dark blue, light blue, teal, and black for the tie on the end of the book. Please submit your votes now. I think you could fit in that box if you tried. Carlos is teal. Come on, Arlene. I know you got an opinion about it. There we go. Teal. Okay, teal it is. And I'm not being mean by saying that, Arlene. It's just I know that you pay attention. Holy crap, this is old. 25 cents. They call it juniper. I don't know what y'all think, but that looks like teal to me. Get off that icky end. There we go with those mad bow skills. Arlene needs a nap. Don't no working. Pink, yellow, orange. So helpful, Sassy. Oh, Laura. Are you sitting down, honey? Sassy's making a journal. I can hear the squeak from here. Think she may have passed out. I'm going to save that because it might be good for something. 15 cents. 3 yards for 15 cents. That just hit her. Sassy is making a journal. We're letting that just marinate for a second. Hey, man, you just left the house.
Might be fine. Did I come to his house or Panama City? Yeah, well, I'll get one.
Do you want me to move
All
stuff
right,
so you
thanks
can,
a lot,
you can
buddy.
get over there and say hello? Go on. You're not getting popcorn, fat ass. Get over there. Go on. Don't hit the camera. Welcome back, Eggs. Yeah, she said she's gonna make a journal. I can't believe it. Our little Miss Sassy. I ain't never making no journal. And there's the Harry. Because this is the Harry show. We all know this. It is not the o'clock. It is not the o'clock, Beto. Yeah, I think she's lost her mind. I think that all that taking care of Trolley has finally gone to her brain and she's lost her marble. No, Arlene, it is not bad etiquette to paint over them. Just don't film it and broadcast it. Hold on, guys. It's his outside time, so he's being a pain. You ready? What side? Come on. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, she probably just needs a change. Hello, Laura. How are you? Okay, Harry's gone. Yeah. He has this new thing now where he wants to go out and sit in the backyard. And he just goes outside the door and then turns around and looks at me like, aren't you coming? I tell him no, and I close the door. And he goes over and sits on Lily's tricycle and stares at me through the window. Okay, so I need to print some more cards. We need some more cards for this. Where is it? There it is. This one right here. Let's just print new set. We'll do these on different color cards. Damn it. Yeah. The Ami was supposed to remind me. She didn't. Now I have to go to Michael's, and I was so good about avoiding it, too. Yes, I did just blame you for something. You were supposed to remind me to get off-white cardstock, and you didn't.
This is the general manager that you told me about? All right. was trying to confirm that all three rollover lines that we programmed on the 4 phones. Are you able to see that or in any way? I'm assuming that. You have 4 phones. I just programmed 3 rollover lines on all 4 phones. I want to confirm that that is the case, that the phones fit the program.
I am not an adult.
All right.
You
and
cannot
there's a line
convince
to the
me
line below
otherwise.
that?
I,
Are you able to confirm that on the
child.
other 3 phones?
a very large child.
If you wouldn't mind, sir, I just want to make sure the phones took the programming I sent it. Okay. Sure, thank you.
And I'm not neither. Don't be telling people I'm an adult. You start telling people I'm an adult, they want me to start doing adulty type things. Like being responsible. That's not good for anybody. Chinese food, really? I'm not an adult. Am I an adult? Ever? One time I talked to the fat man during a live and he doesn't answer me.
Okay. Which ones are sort of.
Oh, he's on the phone. He's adulting. Thing that I don't know how to do. Because I'm a giant child.
One is for the office, one is for the expo, one is for the bar, and one is for the theater. I think that's how the phones are labeled. Okay. 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 I will investigate that as well. And right now, the only other issue I've got going on is tomorrow.
Well, Mikey just turned 18 and Amy was like, I don't know what to get him. And then brilliance struck. And she said,
I'm the same guy that
gift card for Starbucks. My son's a coffeeaholic. And he's a very happy boy. He came in the other day with a Starbucks in his hand and I said, what you got? And he goes, my birthday present. Giggled and walked away.
Before we do the grand transfer over from directly to dispatch to your lines here, I wanted to make sure everything was squared away first, you know.
Mike's gonna kill somebody.
Yes.
Wonder what Aqua Velva's up to today. Probably inflicting himself on some other poor women.
And was it just line 1 and line 2, or line 2 and 3?
White cheddar, mozzarella, and Parmesan. Right on.
That's how
They have Starbucks in our grocery stores. And if you don't like the smell of coffee, and I can't stand the smell of coffee,
Actually, if you
it's
like,
horrible. Try and go to the grocery store.
You know how it's got the phone number twice on the left hand side?
So you walk in and you get assaulted by O'Day Coffee. Horrendous.
That way you can put them right where they're at.
That's when I can actually use Aquabelva, man.
Right. All right. So
Fun fact, drug smugglers use coffee to avoid detection by drug sniffing dogs. Because the smell of coffee is so putrid that dogs don't even want to be near it. And they lick their own butts. All right. So I'm going to finish rounding all these corners, and then we're going to put these in the book. And I'm pretty much going to say I'm done with this thing because I'm bored with it. Yeah, I'm not totally done with it. I got a few more things that I want to do. Needs a little bit more embellishment. This one, that one. Get all this off of here and then look up at the chat and see what anybody's saying.
all right.
Crackers and water, do you need bail money?
That's a lot quieter over there. All right.
Give me coffee. Back away slowly.
Yes.
My corner rounder?
Right.
Good, because I just got it fixed. I finally finished the gesso video. And I have to get it posted. No, my kid isn't in college. No more Starbucks treats for me. Let's see. College tuition, Starbucks. College tuition, Starbucks. Are you going to be a good parent or wired?
Okay, I may have to increase. All right, sir, I really appreciate all these. Let me see what I can do about this. These at the office of Expo our program. Those ones are, you want me to switch it over to, from this right? Yes, use those ones now? All right, fantastic, yeah, because those dispatch guys are really, getting killed badly, so. Yeah, no problem. All right, let me just switch over and, that should be.
Yes, Miss Sassy, you have a question?
Problem, anytime. Go ahead.
You mean sew them into the journal, Sassy? Because you don't sew them separately. You sew them into the journal. All right, ladies, who's got a good video on pamphlet stitch? Get Sassy some information here. Start linking them videos. And if you can't link because you don't have on a blue skirt, send it over to one of the ladies in a dress. Arlene. Laura, you guys are so bad. Okay. There's a whole kind of a process to it, honey, where you have to line everything up. And it's what's called a pamphlet stitch. I'm trying to think of who's got the best video for doing it. Like the easiest you can follow along kind of thing for a first timer. A 3 is the easiest. Once you master a 3, then you can move on to 5 or 7. It just depends on how many pages you're going to put in. If you're only putting, 4 or 5 papers per signature, like less than 8 pages in a signature, then you can get away with a 3. But if you go anything above that, you really should use like a 5 pamphlet stitch. But a 3 will hold. And I know 20 other ways to bind a book, but pamphlet stitch is still my go-to. The one thing I do like about pamphlet stitch is, like, depending upon where you start or stop it, you can use it to hang dangles on a book or put charms onto a book, or you can put like a bookmark in a book using one of your strings. It's kind of nice. It's versatile and everybody can do it. Carla, let's not confuse her. It could be very cool, and the fact that you're doing it will make us all extremely happy. But we'll find you a nice video that you can follow along easily, because some of them are not so easy to follow. They speed up all the important parts. Come on, fingers, work. I know, carpal tunnel. It sucks. I have to come up with bigger cards for that pocket. Look, I have blue flowers that look like the green flowers. There, now I feel better. There's more cards in there. All right, ladies, get out of her way. Miss Cat needs her a white chocolate mocha. All right, ladies, we've been here for a very long time. And I actually have got to go and get some work done because I have 3 videos sitting in my editor waiting for me to get them posted. Have to make sure that I have stuff up. And I will see you guys tomorrow because tomorrow is my regular monthly sale. I got to make the money so I can go up and go to the American Crafters Warehouse and see the Curly and get stuff. To put in the very pitiful Christmas and July sale that I currently have put together. Pitiful, guys, I'm telling you, pitiful. All right, so now we've come to that point. What has everybody got going on? Is there any sales, live streams, or anything like that that we need to know about? Let's go ahead and get those posted. Saturday at noon. What time, baby? Put in the time. Noon Eastern. So 1, 2, and 3 across the country. What else? Anything other than Defy. Tuesday night at 6, 7, 8, and 9 across the country. Actually, we're 3 hours behind. So if it's noon for her, it's 11, 10, and 9 across the country. Yeah, starts 9 o'clock Pacific. We will be Tuesday night at 6 Pacific, 7, 8, and 9 across country for One Witch and Crazy Lady. We're on my channel this week. And then immediately after that, we will have Late Night Lunatics. Yes. So if it's noon back east, then it's 11 with Laura, 10 with Curly, and 9 with me. Yeah, see. We have friends all across the country in every time zone. Ooh, Arlene, that's kind of harsh, but you do you, boo. My sale tomorrow. What else is going on, guys? Anybody got anything else going on that they want to let the rest of us know so we all know where we're going to be? Bingo! You got it right. Anybody want to pimp their channel? Anybody need subscribers? Anything? Don't forget, starting, I think it's this month. Could be next month. Don't quote me on this. Could be next month. But I think it's this month, last Friday of the month. Look for Curly to be posting for her sales. She's going to start selling every month, last Friday of the month. I think that's it, guys. I think we've gone as far as we can on this today. We got a few little things to finish up on it. We got all the journaling cards in there and stuff. We still need to seal the thing on there. But I think that's pretty close to done. We're going to start working on the Peter Rabbit book from the world of Beatrix Potter. And I hate to subject you all to that, but I do need to make the baby book, so y'all are going to make it with me. But I think that's it. I think that's all we've got, guys. Let me check one last time. That's it. All right, guys, if you haven't done so already, do me a favor, hit that red button, like me, ring my bell, and share me with all your friends, and then they can be my friends, and we can all be friends, so we can hang out together, they can be part of the tribe. Till I see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe, okay? Bye-bye.